Hi guys, just wanted to take a break in between clients and talk to you a little bit about the response your body has physically to relaxation and stress. And there's different responses anyway, but what I want to do is just take a break. I'm just in my kind of clinic at the moment where I take people for injuries, I treat injuries, and I use what I call relaxation is a big part of what I do to treat injuries, chronic pain and things like that with certain clients. But today I wanted to talk to you for you athletes and why it's so important to actually make sure relaxation is a big part of your kind of training, as it were. It's the foundation of your training, because the relaxation part gives you better value out of your training, get greater value out of your training. So each session you do, if you're relaxed doing it, you're going to get greater value and greater fitness in the greatest sense of a word out of it, and greater satisfaction out of it if you're doing the relaxation. But today I wanted to link it in with the work that I do. Generally I use with my clients, whether they're athletes or not, I use Be Activated, which is a kind of a muscle activation system that kind of wakes up, kickstarts the body again, and it activates muscles to reignite them. Because what happens when we go through a stress state, and this is where it pays attention to you, because when we go into a stress state, our body will kind of implode, or it will shrink, or we'll start to lose posture. It doesn't, I mean, when I say shrink, I'm not saying massively, but our posture is compromised. And when our posture is compromised, we start to hunch forward, our head, neck comes forward, because muscles are switching off around the hips, around the psoas, and the glute switch off, which, as you're an athlete, this is pretty important. So what I do is I use relaxation response. To be activated, I use activation points, and it's kind of a massage, but it also wakes up these muscles like the psoas and the glutes, two muscles that are crucial for your running action, your sprinting action. These two muscles are the kind of foundation you need. They're kind of zone one in the human function if you want to sprint well and live well. Both of those things. So if you want to sprint well, you want to make sure the psoas is activated, is loose, and is able to move freely. And if the psoas can move freely, then the glutes will fire, because they're actually antagonistic and work with each other. So with my work, what I do is I actually activate these muscles. And I don't do it just for the zone one, the areas of psoas and the glutes, which are the uppermost important. We have to have those in place before we move on to the other muscles, but I do the quads, hamstrings, and the calves, and anterior tibialis, which is the front shins, and I go up into the upper body as well. And by activating all these muscles, you can waken up the body. But one of the biggest things that comes off from my clients is actually how peaceful they feel and how calm they feel. Because this is what we do. When we activate the muscles, we put the body in its kind of natural state, natural positioning. Whereas I was saying that when stress hits the body, we start to hunch forward. We go into this kind of protective, defensive state where our shoulders come forward, muscles switch off in the kind of weak in the hips, and we go and try and protect our weak areas, and everything tightens up around here because compensation happens. So what I do, the activations I do, actually opens up the body, reignites the body, realigns the body, and wakes up the body, so it puts it into its natural state, its natural posture. And from this natural posture, this is where you feel the benefits of relaxation. And so when you do that, you can get great benefits from that positioning and state. Your muscles are firing up, and if you do more training in that state, then you can do a lot. You can get greater value, as I say, out of the training. Training, depending on your state, has different value. You can do a load of great training, but if your body is not in the right state and it's in a stress state while you do it, you're not going to feel good as you do that training, and also you have a greater chance of injury to happen. So it's really important that you understand the foundation of relaxation and make sure that you make it the core part of your day, not part of your training, because if you can actually learn to bring it about through the breathing exercises, through the minor tips that I show you in this channel, then you can get a greater sense of relaxation yourself, and you can bring about greater value. And from that point, when you're in a relaxed state, you will enjoy your training, you'll get greater value at your training, you'll get fitter, and you'll recover better after your training as well. So what I do is just essentially a more kind of magnified, more, I don't want to use the word intense, but it's more kind of, it's taking to what I'm teaching you on here on this video to a greater extent. And once we activate the muscles, as I say, we normally bring about that kind of that peaceful state, which is the indication. If you're in that peaceful state where you feel good, you're in an indication that your muscles are in a good state and activated as well. And you're able to hold and be able to get greater strength out of your glutes, your stride length improves, you get greater kind of torque, which I mean torque is a kind of that spring action that happens that's in the body. So if relaxation is very important to get that kind of build up of tension in each stride so you can propel that into the next stride. It's a momentum thing. It's like a pendulum swinging. Okay, pendulum keeps on swinging because out of its own momentum. In the way, that's how your body works as well. It's in the way you use momentum built up like a coiled spring from the previous stride to propel you into the next stride. And you need that relaxation response to get the power out of that, to get that build up of tension. So physically and mentally, the relaxation is so responsible, so kind of important for your sprinting, for your running. Feeling that kind of peace state where you feel light, and if you've got that peaceful state, you're going to feel lighter on your feet as well. So it's the chicken and egg thing. The mental state leads to the physical state, the physical benefits, and the physical benefits lead to the mental benefits as well. And those work hand in hand as you do it. So that's what I bring to do it when I'm doing my activations. I bring that sense of peace state and feeling good. If you feel good, the further away from injury you are, and the more value you get out of your training. So if you live near me, I'm in Taunton, UK, Somerset. If you live near me, or you're listening to this video and you're watching, and this feels interesting to you, and you want to learn more, then please get in touch with me. I will leave my website address down below this video here in the description level. You can click on it and go and call me if you would like to book a session with me, and we can explore it and talk about it more as well. But for now, I just wanted to show you what I do inside this clinic and what I do to help athletes, not just athletes, but general clients, to relieve pain, but also to improve performance. And the relaxation response helps the muscles fire, helps the muscles activate, and helps you feel lighter on your feet and get the greatest benefit from your training, and the greatest benefit, you'll feel those benefits in the racing. So that's just it. Thanks for watching the video. Just, as I say, give you a greater understanding of what I do behind the scenes, what outside this video. And if you could like this video, please share this video, please do. And if you could subscribe to this channel as well, this would be beneficial for you, because I don't know many other channels that are doing work like this, and it's really important. If you want to get the capacity and get as close to your potential as possible, this channel is so important for you. Please take note of this channel, because it's how you are as you run that's just as important as the training you do and how much training you do. Thanks for watching.